Welcome again to another journey into the world of brewing, beers, pale ales, cloudy ales, bitters, all those things with three men and beer. With me, Colin, we've got John, we've got Sean, same as always, coming out. And tonight, a bit of an exciting one, recommended by, who's it? Sean?
My name is Clive.
Clive, recommended by Clive. So thank you very much to Clive. Cloak and Dagger Brewery down on the south coast in Brighton. I'm excited for this one because I've seen the cans. John's the one that sort of organised it all. I've seen the cans and they are funky. And I hope the beer is anything like what the cans look like tonight, it's going to be a funky night in my house. Anyways, over to who's first?
John's first, I think.
John, go on then, John. Tell us what we got.
So I'm going out of this world. I'm going to be quite funky. I'm off to Pluto.
Ooh.
I'm going to take a route to Pluto. So you two guys have got some others, which are going to be completely different to this one. But what we've got here is routes to Pluto. It's a hazy pale, and it's a 5.5%. And I've got to say, when these cans rocked up, I opened up the parcel, blew my socks off with how it looked. I love it. I've got to say, absolutely love it. So, boys, without further ado, crack on, open it up. Sorry, it's a can.
It's a wonky looking can, isn't it?
The can's quality. It's also vegan, John.
Is it?
Apparently, it says here, I really like when I read it, a Citra, Equinox, Amarillo, Eldorado, Mosaic, plus Chinook Banger, vegan.
Well, you know, some beers are, some beers aren't.
I'm saying what, vegan fans out there
it won't affect the taste.
I'm looking at this can. Do you know what I want to do? I want to put some Jimi Hendrix on. That's all I want to do.
Really?
Yeah, it feels like a bit of Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, smells great.
Oh, that already smells gorgeous.
That is delicious.
Wow. Isn't it strange if the can's really that good in terms of a design and the feel of it? Is it therefore leading it up to be too much for the beer? Wow. I don't think this one is. It's pretty cool.
I love you talk about the can design, and the can design is really cool, but even the bits on the back that you have to put on, you know, like it always says drink responsibly and stuff. If you read it, it's, yo, please delight in our beers responsibly. Little things like that, little quirks, which I think are cool. Let's travel at a magnificent speeds around the universe.
Yeah,
recycle equals karma.
And that's why I feel like I should be listening to Hendrix.
They've just gone above and beyond the little kind of the design detail. And I think that's great. I think it's brilliant.
The things I like about it, right? I was trying to have this conversation with somebody earlier, and I was saying to them, is, you know, like how you have a drink, and some beers have got big bubbles, and some have got tiny little bubbles that kind of excite your tongue. This is a tiny bubbler. It's like all over my tongue.
I know what you mean.
Can you say it's orange? Is there orange in there?
I think that's a Citra, but it doesn't really give you a lot. It doesn't tell you what's in it, except for those kind of buzzwords that we said at the start. But definitely you get that citrusy feel to it. I think we always used to talk about seasons, but I could drink that all year round.
Do you know what?
Because I actually wish I had this today. Out in the garden.
With that weather today, we're sitting in the garden having a beer. I'd been all over that. I'd have drank loads of them.
We would have been all over the floor.
Well, that's what I always think. I always go, when would I drink it? When would I drink it? What would I drink it with? And do you know what, Sean, you're right. As I was saying, going exactly the same thing, is that's a beer I could just go, I'll pick that up, I'll have a beer, and that's a really nice one just to drink, to have a beer.
Yeah.
And it's a substantial beer. Do you know what I mean? It's not like some of those other ones we've had in the past.
And I think it goes nicely with cucumber sandwiches.
Just cucumber sandwiches. Is that a Kent thing?
The little triangle thing.
Triangle? No, I have two ends made with the curlies, like a cob. stuff with cheese.
Because the cucumber will be quite refreshing in itself with farmhouse loaf.
Well,
Obviously, without the crust.
Farmhouse white or granary?
Well, it'll be seeded.
Oh, obviously,
Yeah,
Kent,
seeds.
Yeah, heathens. It would, and it would be quite nice, quite jolly.
So coming back, talking of food, I could have that with a barbecue. I could have that with a pizza. I could have that with a stew. I could have that with a roast. I could have that on a summer's day. I could have that with a salad. I could have it on a winter's day.
Yeah.
I could drink it all year round with any food. I think that's easy.
Definitely.
It's easy to drink. Yeah, I think it's lovely.
And one of the things on their website it says about, I like it again, going on with that whole interplanetary route of Pluto. It said set phasers. Hang on, I've lost it now. Hello, I'll do that one again. Set phasers.
Favours.
To delicious, and that is delicious, isn't it? Delicious.
Wow. Yeah.
I can imagine
that's true.
Dr. Spock, Captain Kirk landing on Pluto, having a couple of those.
Eyes over a pheasant.
Can I just
Have a trip to Uranus.
can I,
Who's anus? I think let's go into it, John. Let's get into some scores because I think this is going to be. I think this may be one of the highest scorers we've had.
Yeah.
So how are we starting this? What was it?
Color, design, danger, taste.
So then, boys, color. I'm going to give it a whopping 9. I love the color.
Well, the colour.
Really?
Yeah,
John,
I love it.
actually, I'm going to call in you turncoat, John.
It's not a 10. I haven't got my paddles out. It's a 9.
No, I agree. I agree it's not a 10. But I'm like, 1 minute, like at the start of this series, you said, I'm not a big fan of the hazies. It's put me
To
off.
finish off that, as we progress through, do you know what? I'm open. I'm open to more beers.
Open for business. There you go, pheasants.
Flowers.
Line up. He's ready for you.
Ooh,
Keep it hazy.
I do like a hazy beer. I can't deny it. It's a 9 for me.
Okay.
I feel bad. I've given it a 7.
I
Oh,
did the same as Shawnee. I gave it a 7.
really?
Right, design. This is exciting.
I really enjoyed that. I don't think I've ever drunk one of our tasting beers that.
Quick. I don't think you have either, to be
That's
honest.
lovely. It's a really lovely beer. That really nice.
A 9 for me. A 9.
9 from me as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nicole?
3 9s. Yeah, 9. It's the highest one so far. But I'm looking across at these others and I'm going, there's perhaps more there.
So danger. I'm going to give it an 8. And the reason why it's an 8, the more I'm drinking it, the more orangey it becomes. And if I'm in the mood for orange, bang, that's a 10. If I'm not, I can potentially give it a miss. But as the drink's gone on, it's just become orangey.
Yeah.
Then
I've given it an 8 as well. Maybe it's because it is a hazy pale. Maybe it's because it's a bit heavier. I don't think it's like if we talked about music festivals or going away camping with family and stuff, I wouldn't be able to drink it all weekend. I'd probably have a day of it and go, that was amazing. But it's a delicious beer. So it's a bit of a weird feedback to have, but I thought that's where my
see, I've got I wasn't sure because I really liked it, and I don't know if I had another one there. I drank that quite quickly, which I usually drink a lot slower than that. So if I didn't have had another one there, I'll have another one. In that case, for me, the danger would go right up. So I gave it a danger. I was torn between an 8 and a 9. So I went 8.5 because I couldn't really make my mind up. So I went 8.5 on danger.
Still a good score though. As a beer so far,
Yeah.
it's a very, very good score.
That's the class beer. That it's really, really like that.
Taste then.
Go on in, John boy.
Go on, John.
Wait a sec. I'm going to fall on another 8.
I've gone with, and I'm having an R in here, and I don't think I'm still decided.
I I'm a Minari.
I'm going to go with an 8.5. I really like it. I think it tastes great. I don't get the orange too much. There's an element of a citrus hit in there, but wow, to me, I think what a lovely beer. Yeah. And I would recommend anybody to buy it. And I tell you, I will be buying it.
Yeah.
Them.
So I get what you're saying. It's that bitterness of orange peel that I can taste. You know, do you know what I mean? It's like that bitterness of when you bite into an orange to peel it, and you get that bitter taste.
Yeah.
But the actual taste of the beer is so good, and a bit like Sean, I think we're on the same wavelength. So I'm not really sure where I am with it. So to balance it out, I'm going to give it a 9.
That is a good first round of Cloak and Dagger. We're all above 8. All of us above 8.
So can I just say, Tucker, absolutely spot on, mate. You said it would be a good beer. 8.25. That's in our top 5.
Yeah.